What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Space Engineers episode 10. Last episode we built this hydrogen powered kind of utility ship, I guess, and we went exploring in space and found a little bit of uranium and brought that back. I went ahead and did a little bit of, not necessarily upgrades on it, but I added a little bit of light armor to it, some landing gears, make it a little better looking, I think. I just kind of wrapped around, protect the batteries a little bit, gyroscopes, and just overall I think it looks a little bit better like this. So my plan today is to go to the moon this time. I went ahead and loaded this guy up with all kinds of resources, a bunch of iron ingots, nickel and silicone, the basics, some cobalt, and a bunch of components. I think I put the components for like an assembler, cargo container, pretty much everything you need to kind of start out with a new base. There's something on the last video that Honey Bunny's Heavy Metal Music pointed out is that I should have some ejectors on here to eject stone, and I think that is actually a very good idea. Especially, I still want to find platinum, so having some ejectors on here to get rid of the stone, which is something extra weight that I don't want to be carrying around, especially in this ship, just because of the limited hydrogen capacity and everything. But what I need to do is figure out where I'm going to put the ejectors, not injectors. And I'm thinking maybe here. I got 2 ports, which stone should be able to pass through into these ports, and then it can eject out the back. Let's go ahead and search conveyors. Then we'll need those, and then... Ooh, are they not called ejectors? Oh, I think it's just connectors, and then they... I think you can eject out of these, if I remember correctly. So let me go ahead and grab a little bit of material for that. Some of that. I'm trying to decide. Should be okay. Maybe I'll stick with one on each for now, and then set these guys up facing downward. Actually, that's not going to work. Nope. What I need to do is actually change these out for sorters. Do one here. And then from there, it'll go into those guys. And that should work. Unlock. Ship's working just fine. So if we go, save that. Where's my whitelist option? Okay, so I have to do it individually. It looks like we're gonna whitelist stone, and then do the same thing on the other one. And then I should be able to set those both to drain all. Just throw out on. And that should be fine. And I should be able to turn those on and off from there. But actually, I'm gonna get rid of that. I need to put the landing gear. Put the landing gear in a group, and then that can go switch lock. And then the second tab, I can put those, turn them off for now. And that should be just about it. Should be everything I need as well. And then I did also add ore detector plus, because I mean honestly the ore detectors are pretty terrible. I mean 200 is even a little bit much, but 50-meter range with a ore detector like on the ship, which is I think about the same as the drill that you hold on your person. I think that's just not enough. It really is incredibly weak. So I go ahead and put the ore detector plus mod on. I know there's other ones like ore detector plus plus and a bunch of other ones, and you can go all the way up to like 2,000 meters range, which is absolute overkill, so I'm not going to do that. Alright, but I think we have everything we need on the ship. We're pretty full up. I got some extra weapons in the cockpit. Don't really know if I'm going to need them. Got a good amount of ice. I'm bringing a little bit of the uranium with me as well. I don't have any plans on using it for a little while. But other than that, we should have plenty of basic components to get a new little outpost set. Why? Huh. Oh, maybe they... okay. Well, that's good to know. So those are not connected. Why not? Or is it just because these are off? There we go. Okay, so that's working now. So that's all the stone. Didn't take too long to get rid of 8,000 stone. Alright. Neat. Anyway, so we've already lost 10% of our hydrogen. Just by sitting here. Let's go ahead and just do a real quick replenishment. And then let's get on our way. And I believe the moon... We're going to want to go in the direction of the moon, which I think was over in this direction. So what we're going to do is use the same thrust override. Oh. Oh yeah. Okay. Go ahead and bump that up until we start gaining speed. What are you trying to lock onto? Weird. Alright. Start aiming up a little bit more. Really kick that thrust override on. And we are leaving with a fair amount of weight, not a ton. Not going perfectly straight up, but pretty close. Close enough, at least. Okay. Looking around, trying to see if I can see the moon. But I think it's over on the other side of Earth. I'm actually gonna start bringing that down a little. There it is. Let's actually start kind of turning in that direction. There we go. Start bringing the thrust override down a little bit. Yeah, we're doing pretty good on fuel. You can see the moon right over there. Very nice. I actually want to point right into the direction of it. We can bring that thrust override down. 5% is good. You can see the speed is still increasing a little bit. And it is going to be using the bottom thrusters to keep us level at this elevation. But we don't have too terribly much gravity right now, so it's not going to use that much fuel at all. Very good. Yeah, I think we're barely consuming fuel. We've been at 90% for quite a while now. Let's turn our forward thrusters off, thrust override off. We're kind of just cruising now. I do want to poke around at a couple of asteroids on the way to the moon. I'm not going to go hunting too much, but with the little bit of ore detector range increase that we have, it doesn't hurt to kind of scope some of them out along the way and look and see if any of them have that platinum. I really want platinum. Even though I think there's platinum on the moon though, so it shouldn't really matter too much. I did mess around with my microphone settings a little bit. Hopefully it sounds okay, or at least improved from the other videos. Start slowing down a little bit. Pretty big asteroid right here. Let's go ahead and turn on the ore detector and see if that makes any difference. Looks like there might be something on the back side, on the right. There definitely is something over there, but it's not showing up yet. I think it's nickel. Ice. Huh, I guess it is ice. Okay. Let's actually bump. We'll bump that all the way up to the 200. Got silicone. Looks like just silicone and ice on this one. Okay. Let's just go right back into the direction of the moon. Well, that looks like a pretty big cluster right there. We'll go towards that one and check it out. Yeah, I don't want to hunt around on these guys too much. I don't know how much ice I have. Oh, yeah, like none. Thought I had a lot more ice than that, but it might have gotten taken out. Okay. But yeah, I don't want to poke around too much because I don't have that much hydrogen. And we're going to need a fair amount of hydrogen to move around on the moon and land on it. A big reason I want to go to the moon is because there's a higher chance of finding trade stations. And the trade station that we did find on the Earth-like planet is pretty shitty. So actually, if we can find some ice... Again, I should have grabbed some back at that last one, but I wasn't even thinking about it. I thought I had a lot more ice on the ship than I do. Let's take a look around here. I'm not seeing anything yet. What's that? Silicone? Uranium. Okay. So we're going to want to get that marked. That one might be like inside, or is it back here on the back? It's looking like it's inside of the asteroid. Oh, wait, maybe not. Looks like there's a hole down here. Oh, slow down. Crap. That was close. Okay, so it's right there. You can see it peeking through. I'm not gonna go for it yet. It is pretty close to the moon. We'll go ahead and mark it. And that way we can get it later. Poke around this one a little. That's got iron. I don't remember if I looked. I don't think I looked at this one. It's got something on it right there. Maybe not. Oh, more uranium. Okay. So this cluster is looking pretty good. I did see... Let's see. Thought I saw an asteroid that looked like ice. Right there. Let's go poke at this one real quick, and then after that I'm gonna start making my way towards the moon. Alright, let's see if we've got anything in this one. It doesn't really look like ice anymore. Got some cobalt down there, it looks like. Unless it's magnesium. Cobalt. Yep. Okay. Anything else? Oh, it goes inside pretty far. Iron. Looks like we can fit through here just fine. Cobalt and iron, it looks like on this one. Whoa! That was close. Okay. Let's just go... We'll go towards the moon. Let's go to the moon and get that part over with. I would like to... Wherever I end up building, I would like it to be on one of the poles so that there's almost always sunlight, because on the moon you're not going to have any wind power. What is that? Oh, I was confused. Alright, to the moon we go. And when we get to the moon, I'm going to kind of fly around a little bit, relatively low to the surface, and see if one of the trade stations pops up. Because if there's like a really good trade station, then we might want to build close to it and maybe sacrifice having sunlight all the time. There's a really dark spot right over there on the left on the moon for some reason. It's weird. Is it a shadow? I don't know. I'm gonna start slowing down a little bit. And I'm gonna aim down here on the lower side because there's gonna be a lot of ice down there. I do want to grab some ice so that we're generating some. I don't know what's up with that dark spot right there on the left though. Might just be a shadow from an asteroid. Do they cast shadows that far? Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, I think that's all it is just like a shadow or something. Let's go ahead and flip. There we go. We got some sunshine right there. Start slowing down a little bit. We should go into the gravity of the moon here in a sec. Alright, we're starting to go into gravity a little bit. We'll start slowing down. That's pretty nice. Some nice craters. Oh! There's a beacon right there. I think that's on the other side. Yeah, because that's 700 meters. So let's go ahead and turn thrust override a little bit. And then we'll fly kind of low and make our way around the moon. The moon's not that big, so it won't take very long to go around. Oh, this beacon's not even on the moon. This one's over kind of in space a little bit. Okay. Yeah. There's no gravity right here. I want to take a little peek in here and see what kind of stuff this one sells. Well, looks like it's got some ammo. What do you have? That's it. Could sell 11 pieces of uranium. Let's do that. That's like 500,000 space credits right there. Let's go grab 11 pieces of uranium. Do I have? I don't have gravity components. Let's sell. Yeah, so that's like 500,000 right there. That's not too bad. Prototech scrap. Computers are 6 space credits apiece. That's terrible. Gravity components would have been a good one, but I don't have any. And as far as selling, where is there no data pads? I could have swore these things sold data pads before. Yeah, this has like nothing to buy. What are you? Contracts, do you have any good acquisition? 4 million. Oh, I don't think I brought magnesium with me. That would be a good one. Did I not? I don't think I did. I'm gonna kick myself now. I did bring it. Okay. Hell yeah. That's a super easy 4 million right there. Hopefully it doesn't cycle. Let's get that. Let's get that. Come on. Where'd you go? Dude, yes. Yes. Nice. That was a good one. Easy 4 million right there. Hauling, acquisition. Don't really have very much for acquisition, do you? Need someone to pick up a discrete package whose exact position is unknown. Locate this package for us and there'll be a reward for you. It's not worth it. 43,000? It's trash. Yeah, these aren't 13 kilometers. That's not far, but I really like the acquisition contracts. Because it's usually super easy money. I mean, 4 million for a little bit of magnesium. That's pretty damn nice. What's this? Consignment drone. Yeah, this has nothing worthwhile to buy, but I will take that easy 4 million though. Okay. Do you see that there's a Space Pirate Mayday? I don't think I'm gonna mess with it because I think those call in drones. I don't know what a consignment drone is. I don't think that one's really worth messing with either, but I know there's that Mayday somewhere. Usually you can see them. Is that it right here? Nope, right there. We'll go towards it. Let's see. Why not? Can't really remember if those... Oh, I saw something. Oh, it might have been that drone again. Can I save that GPS? No, it's a different station. I saw a regular Mayday. And it was white. But I'm already going towards this one. But yeah, I don't remember if you get close to the Space Pirate Maydays if... What is this? Oh, that's the drone again. Okay. Keep seeing these signals popping up and it's throwing me off. But I don't know if, yeah. I don't know if I'm going to get close to this one and it's just going to spawn a bunch of drones. Or what. And if so, I'm going to retreat. Alright. It's right there. Let's take a little look-see-loo with our camera. I don't... Oh, it looks like there's a turret there. Don't really see any other turrets, but that's got a lot of stuff on it, though. Would be a pretty good amount of stuff to salvage. Is there more of it? No, it's just part of the asteroid. I don't know if that thing is hostile. There's just one way to find out. It's got the antenna there. I don't know. Is that another antenna right down here? Not sure. If I turn on my guns, they're kind of just looking around. Let's move it a little bit closer in on it. I do have a lot of valuable stuff, and if it is hostile, I don't really want to mess with it right now. What's that? I think that was just the Mayday. Oh! Why aren't my guns shooting? Huh. I think it's enemies, weapons. Oh, that's a large ship, I think. Is that a neutral? Very strange. Did take a little bit of damage. I don't think anything's been destroyed, but I can see a little bit of damage on the light armor blocks. But I am curious why my turrets didn't fire. Let's fly by it again. Ooh, it's got missiles? Okay. It's got a missile launcher, apparently. Ooh. Well. Yeah. I think I'm gonna not mess with that guy because I don't think my turrets are quite strong enough. Where the hell did the signal go? Or the station, I mean. Yeah, what are these autocannons? Yeah, the autocannons just are not gonna be enough against that thing with rocket launchers. So, no thanks. I think I'm all set on that one. Alright, so I think I'm gonna go back to the moon. So we know that station was there. So I think if I kind of start here and work my way around in this direction, I might be able to find another station. Oh, there's a regular Mayday. What the hell? What happened? This whole time I thought I was flying towards the moon, but my thrusters turned off. There is a regular Mayday distress signal somewhere elsewhere. Where is that? It's over there somewhere. Alright, I think I'm gonna come in right here. Pick up a little bit of ice and then kind of fly around a little bit and see if I can find another station. Where the hell? Oh, there we go. Okay. Keep forgetting. I gotta hit the button to turn the drill on. How much does that give us? 7,000 there. 4, 5, and 8. Grab just a little bit more. Okay. That should be pretty good. Alright, so that station's over there. I think I want to fly this way. Wait a minute. There's one right here. UVCO, because that was the one. Or that's not a trading station, right? Regional headquarters. I think usually when they say beacon is when it's like a trade station. I don't know that this one is a trade station. This one might just be one of those neutral
Storm inbound.
NPCs. Yeah, that's one of those NPCs. That's not what I'm looking for. So I think I do want to fly this way then. Maintain your distance. Yeah, I will. For now. Might end up coming and scrapping you later on, though. Is that Mars? I'm guessing that's Mars. Still really bummed that that last station didn't have a data pad available to figure out where even more stations are. Well, usually, when I played before, I was finding stations like crazy. Now they seem a little bit more difficult. Alright, so I'm not having very much luck finding any other beacons. It looks like I'm coming around the moon and going back to that ROTL beacon. So I think I'm gonna go near it again, and maybe the store has to like cycle in order for like the data pad to be available to buy. I don't know. So I think I'm gonna go near that beacon again. I need to figure out where the sun is spinning. It might be around here. I think this might be like at the pole. I think for now, let's see. One way I can check it. I don't like using it, but I can do this and change the time of day. And you can see the sun coming up and over. I think I want to go to the left a little bit. Oh, that's a nice crater right there. Alright, so here's the sun. And then if I check it again, should be able to see we're going to want to chase the sun this way. And that's pretty close. So our low point's over here. So this is really the only time that I use the admin tool. Because you can do it without even using the admin tool. It just takes a long time. I mean, really all you're doing is kind of speeding it up. But it looks like this mountain peak is basically always going to be in the sun. So that might be a pretty decent spot. So if we do this one more time, should see the sun is always at, aside from maybe like right here, but you can see the sun shining on the ship at all points. So on the moon, building somewhere where there's always sun, like this peak right here, is your best bet because you're always going to be getting that solar energy at all times, as long as you build a solar tower that can track. Let's go. Let's kind of hover. So right here we can also see the beacon within range. I'm actually gonna hop out and kind of fly around a little bit. I want to try to find like a nice spot to set up. And honestly, might want to kind of build into a mountain. And this would be a good mountain to do that on. How's this look? Does this go pretty deep down? Kind of. Maybe build into this mountain. Yeah. That might be a good spot. Let's go hop back into the ship. This could be a pretty decent spot. What I want to do is actually make a GPS signal. That way I know where I want to possibly start building. And before I do that, I'm going to go back to that station one more time and see if anything cycled. And I really, like, I want to be able to get the data pads because I want to find a station that sells ships. Because I think one of the things I want to do is kind of collect all of like the the economy ships and just like kind of have, well, yeah, have a collection of them. But I like to modify them, like buy one. I think it's the B60 freighter or something. One of them is a really, really nice ship that I like to buy and then modify it. You know, add like a refinery to it, a little bit better thrusters, stuff like that. Okay, I see that regular Mayday up there to the left. Still very undecided, but usually, like on my survival worlds, I have a lot more mods, and I have been debating adding like weapon core and the energy shields or defense shields, whatever the heck it's called, because I just am so terrible at fighting things. I don't know. I don't know if I should add that or not. I don't know how people feel with the whole mods thing. I didn't want to add too many mods and people just like not be interested in it at all. I'm not huge on the whole building ships just for them to get annihilated by NPCs because I suck at fighting and stuff. So I like using the defense shield mod, which even I think last time I played a pretty in-depth survival world, I did have defense shields and like weapon core and stuff like that, and I had like reavers on, and I still had a pretty hard time fighting reavers. But I did like going after them because I like to like salvage the ships, which I think is really fun. But I don't see the enjoyment in it if my ship is just getting annihilated. I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll see how I feel. I might end up putting weapon core or something on, but if I do, then I'll probably add some sort of other NPCs to make it just a little bit challenging. What's looking in here? Same shit, dude. What? Like nothing. No data pads. I think it is like the same. Now I can sell 15 pieces of magnesium. Prototech scrap. It's the same. Why does it feel like this isn't working properly? Why didn't it? Huh. I don't know, but I can... Yeah, that's weird. What are the contracts looking like? Acquisition. 7. Yo. Oh, that's a lot of uranium though. I don't have that much on me, but that's not bad. Escort, repair, search, repair. Really not have much. Yeah, no. Nothing really good. That's so weird. Why can't I buy the data pads? I'm so confused. That's 2 stations now where I wasn't able to get any data pads. Jukebox. ATM. Very disappointing. 2 stations and I can't buy data pads. That's gotta be... I wonder if there's something wrong with it. Alright, screw it. Let's go back over to that spot that I'd like to start setting up our moon outpost. I think what I want to do, I'm going to set this ship down. Maybe right around here. I'll tilt a little bit. I want to get it where the landing gear's locking. There we go. That's pretty nice. Okay. All thrusters off. And then we can hop out. And I think set up like a really... Oh, I can't access the cargo. Maybe I can access it from here. We're gonna grab a whole bunch of iron plates, and I'm thinking might want to kind of set up right around here. Local grid placement mode. Or do I want to do gravity align? Hmm. Alright, I'm gonna go with gravity alignment. I think that'll just look a little bit better. Now I'm gonna have to do a little bit of terraforming, I guess. I do kind of want to build in that way. One thing that does suck though is voxels aren't airtight. I wish they were, but so if you're kind of building into the mountain, you have to seal with blocks everywhere, even if the voxel's there. That's one thing that does kind of suck. But I am gonna be building a somewhat small base, I guess, if you will. I'm just using the light armor blocks as kind of placeholders for now. So it'll be pretty small, and then I can continue digging out. Whoops. Oh, that always scares me when I hit the blocks like that. Okay. Let's replace those. Okay. So I am going to want to get that block there. And I can bring that out here a little bit. That should be okay. And then let's bring the ship a little bit closer, that way I don't have to fly so far to get to it. Let's get all of our thrusters on. Unlock that. And then bring this in a little bit closer. Thrusters off. There we go. That's better. And okay, so I need to... I can just do it from back. Do it on the connector. Put that in there. Put all of that stuff away. And we need to make a battery. First and foremost. And then after that, we are going to need a cargo. I'm going to do a small cargo. For now. And an assembler. You know, the basics. Start with the battery. Oh, that's the wrong battery. Start with the battery. I'm just gonna put this guy. Oh, just right here. I need 5 computers and 10 power cells. 10 power cells and 5 computers. There we go. So now we have power. Not a lot, but it's enough to get the grid energized. And then from here, I do probably on the other side. Small cargo and then an assembler. Okay. 1 small cargo container that holds 46,000, which I think is pretty much everything that we have in the ship. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. Everything for an assembler. Let's put this guy right there. Let's grab... I'm just gonna start grabbing everything from the ship. I know I can make a connector and hook it up and transfer it a lot easier that way, but I don't want to drain down the battery on the grid that we just placed. It won't take me too long. I'm just going to run back and forth and deposit everything into this small cargo container. Alright, so our current battery is depleted in 37 days. That's just idling, like sitting like this. As soon as I start using an assembler or something, it's going to definitely start to drop. I think what I'm going to do for now is set up a quick temporary solar panel thing. What are these? Oh, okay. thought it was related to like solar panels or something, but they're not. So I want to shift right click. That might queue production for everything I need. And while the assembler is running, we are looking at fully depleted in 2 hours. So we don't have a ton of power. But if I get some solar panels up temporarily, because for the most part the sun is going to be shining one way or another. So I can just put, you know, a couple of these guys. And that'll give me some passive energy. 1, 2, 3 dots, 4 dots. Nice, okay. And we should be bringing in a little bit of power. Current input's just 266 kilowatts. Not a lot, but it's something. I did make enough for 3 though. Let's go ahead and grab the third one. Put this guy here. There we go. And that will work for the time being. 7 hours. Me.
Energy low.
Not great. That's right. Let's go. Let's get these. Do I already have one? I do have a block right there. Okay. But I do want this to be airtight. Put that block there. Hopefully I don't blow up any grids. Oh, it barely fits. Alright, right there. A lot of this I am going to have to weld up by hand. I guess I could make a build and repair. But some of this I can just weld. And it's going to get painted differently. I'm not going to stick with the paint here because I did use that on the Earth-like planet quite a bit. I'm not painting, obviously, that's going to have to wait. You know what? I think I am going to make a build and repair. Take out this block. Then I can use 7 more motors. Flip it up. Down. I'm trying to see. There we go. Front, rear. Yeah, I think right here is a good spot. Go ahead and put this in. Get 7 more motors. There we go. And then I can just turn... Actually, let's keep it on walk mode. Where's the modes? Where's the modes? Oh, here we go. So walk mode, weld before grind, welding only. I want to try the walk mode. I think that means it'll stay only on the grid that it's on or attached to. There we go. Although I think I want to get this out. A little bit of voxel sticking up right there. I'm gonna take that out and very carefully. Ugh. Okay. And then I can go ahead and replace that block right there. And okay. I think I want, actually, yeah, maybe this will work. Take you out and you. And then I can make stairs going down into the hill. And that's where I can have, you know, like refineries and stuff like that. Go ahead and recharge our suit. Oh, must have ran out of steel plates. That's okay. I knew it was going to take quite a few of them. I want to... I think I want to go with like a white. No, not dust. Clean armor. That might be too bright. No, actually, that's not too bad. There's some tweaking around with that I can do, but I think a white might be kind of nice. It's got tons of iron ingots. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And we're gonna want to slowly dig this down carefully and hopefully not blow up a grid, especially with that battery being right there. But we do want it to have continue. How am I going to do that? Like ultimately it's going to have to be airtight. Maybe right here. Like put a block there, 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 and then kind of build it this way. Jeez, my screen is going nuts. Wow, that is really bright. I don't know if I'm going to stick with that color or not. I think, do I want to get rid of this voxel? Maybe a little bit. Okay. Yeah, that might be too bright. Let's try maybe this one. That's better. And we can have stairs coming down into another room down here. It's gonna be a lot of clearing. I think I probably put this right there. Kind of work around that. Should be in an okay spot. Gonna carve out some more of this voxel right here. We're gonna want access to the upgrade slots. So I think that's the top one. Yeah. So that'll be... I want to open enough so that I can try to get this area completely airtight. That should be okay. That should be clear there. I must have damaged that block a little bit. Okay. That's looking pretty decent. Now, as far as the refinery, I think, can we use the catwalks? Will that meet up with it pretty well? Ooh, that does. Okay. Put one here. And then it kind of connects the whole thing, like on the top. I like that. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, okay. And there's little stairs so we can come down to this lower level. And then I'm probably going to have stairs kind of come down from over on this side too. You see the earth from here. That's kind of neat. Let's get this cleared. I'm missing something, so I won't finish welding all of that stuff up. What are we missing? Small steel tubes. I had a feeling. Okay, so if I go... Now we would want just a regular one like that. I think I want to replace that one and that one, and also put the ones with the handrails like that. I'll figure out what I'm going to do with this area, but I think from here, clear out some of this, and I can have stairs come down that way a little bit. Use the steel or the light armor blocks. Come on. Right there. Bring that down. Put a stair here. And then a catwalk. Put that one. Now let's do there. And it's not gonna let me place it there.
Energy low.
Oh my god, energy suit's low again already. Alright, let's get that cleared up a little bit. Okay. And this is gonna be floor level. I'm gonna let me place you. Yes. Nice. All right, so we got stairs. I go up this way, sit up here on top of on top of the refineries, which I think is pretty nice. I like having this little access area, and then stairs up into here. So that's working. I like it. Need to get some lights in here, even if they're just temporary lights. And I'm probably gonna have to clear some of this voxel out right here. I won't take too much of it though. That might actually look pretty cool. What if I go blowing up any blocks? I keep damaging something. Where's that? That's that, and that's the floor level.
Energy.
Yeah. I hear ya. I could bring you that way. All right, let's go get our suit recharged, and then I'm gonna put some lights in so that I can actually see a little bit better. Go with these regular lights for now. Let's put one right there in front of the battery. And one right there. Am I out of steel plates again? Oh yeah, out of a lot of steel plates. Let's just make a whole bunch. Okay, so we got one light there. The other light should be in as well. And then I got this nice little control panel right here. Select those and give it that bluish hue. Bring that up to 15 and bring the intensity down to... It's not too bad. It might still be just a little bit too intense. Let's try 1. That's pretty good. It looks a lot darker on OBS than it does on my screen, so hopefully the actual rendered video Doesn't look too bad. Alright, so the refinery is here. I could connect it. Actually, let's try this. Oh, you're sort of in the way. Ah, please don't blow anything up. Okay. We can take that block out. And that gives us access to the cargo container. These voxels are scaring me. Okay. Whew. Okay, that's good. Alright, so what we can do with that is let's get these. I'll clear those out for now. Conveyors. But if I use, I don't want a junction, so I think we're gonna do a curved one into these, and I want, I think that side facing down, and then right here, and that will connect up this to the refinery. Do I hear the refinery running? No, that's that going. Okay. Cool. Nope, that's not cool. Something's missing. What do you need? Construction components. I guess I am already almost out of those. Do that. Yeah, I'm digging this. I like this one a lot better than the Earth-like one. And then I'm thinking right here, so that it can be airtight, is we can put windows. I'll probably go with the regular ones. I think we want the inverted one. Do we want to... Yeah, let's go vertical. We could do that and that. And that will make this spot airtight. And I think the back of the refinery is airtight. I don't know how I can check. Or is it this? I don't know. Or this. Where's my build info? Oh, here we go. Airtight, 15 of 40 spaces are sealed. So I believe the back of it, back here, and the bottom, and then the top are sealed. So that would work out perfectly, actually, because then I could put my yield modules on there. This area is sealed off, which I would need the armor blocks. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, maybe 15 right here. So that actually, that might actually be airtight. So theoretically, I could put another window right here, and I think it would be airtight. We'll try it. We'll stick a window there. And I think just in general, that's going to look a little bit better than having the armored blocks. And is that... Shoot. I don't think I'm going to be able to put a catwalk. No, because the windows. Maybe I can change those out for regular windows. If I put the catwalk. Why does that look different? That's why it looks different. So I put a catwalk here. Can I put regular windows? Ah, almost. It fits here, but not. What if I go... No, that wouldn't look right. Ooh, I know. I'll use a light. Corner light up top. Oh wait, no, that's not going to work either, is it? No, if I do it the other way. Screw it. I don't really want to put those there. But maybe that's the best choice, because then I can put the windows on there and there. And that'll allow me to have my catwalk and something right here if I wanted to. Which actually, maybe these corner lights won't be that bad. I could then take this light out. Bring the radius up. I think 14 is going to be fine. And then the intensity back down to 1. That works. Yeah. Okay. Then this kind of looks funny. I can stick something in here. Make it look a little bit better later on. Decorating and whatnot's going to be later, but we got the refinery hooked up. I still got a ways to go before I can make this airtight anyways. Unless I want to put a door. How is that if I put this block here? Can I still walk? Like just fine through here? Yeah, okay. So, if I move all of these stairs back, I could put a door. No, I'm not going to worry about that. Because then, unless I make it an airlock, it's just going to depressurize anyways. Oh, these voxels. Oh, you're hitting the freaking armor. There we go.
Energy low.
It is kind of low. Yeah, it should be fine. It is kind of an access point, but I don't really like that. I don't like how low that is. I'm gonna change that back to the way it was. Like so. I like that better. Alright, let's go recharge our suit again. Solar panels aren't doing shit right now, but that's fine. I think the base looks better inside right now than it does on the outside, like this area. I'm digging it. Let's go ahead, because I am missing something to get those windows finished. Bulletproof glass and a lot of it. Do a few hundred. I need to figure out. Put a light armor block there. Here. That'll surround that spot. Then I can put one. Looks like I need one here. There. There. This part sealed up. That box that should be fine. It's gonna get covered. There we go. And there. I want to bring this out. There's no reason to have it shooting in right here when I can bring this back a little bit. It's got something down there. Yeah. That's a little bit better. And then I can bring this out. Not entirely sure what the plan is for up here. It does give me a little bit more room. kind of door options do we have anyways? Quarter round door. Half sliding hatch door. I don't want a narrow door. I'm gonna go with the sliding hatch door, maybe. Put that there. And cover that. I'm just gonna cover this with blocks for the time being. I would like to try to get this place airtight. That's gonna be a lot of work down here to get that to happen, though. Maybe not too much. This can be temporary. Can always do some expansion later on. I want to get rid of these voxels. Ah, frick. Screwed that up. And on the stairwell, I can get these guys. Okay. I want to do similar, the whole glass deal, but over here. Can I put the glass? Oh, I can. So I don't need the lights for this one because they can stick to the catwalks. Oh, but that's only... I think there's a 2x3 window. Yeah, but that'll trap me in here. That's okay. I will just take this out real quick. And then I can squeeze in and put that back. Nice. That works out. Okay. I think I am going to want some lights though, and I think that actually might be it to get this airtight. Except I'm missing something for the door. Displays and girders. 100 displays, 100 girders. Where are we going to want to put the vent? Put a vent there temporarily. But I also need a H2O2 generator. Oh, you're kind of big, aren't you? Alright, put you there. And vent. Right there. And it is spinning. And it is green. So we are airtight. Oh, but every time I open this door, it's gonna let all of my air out. Unless... that'll work. Put that corridor there. And then what kind of door do I want to do? Oh, that's small grid only. I think that might work. Let's try that. Okay, that corridor light needs to be adjusted. 222.
No energy.
Uh-oh. Taking damage. That's why you gotta let the suit charge. I don't like the way that looks with the door right there, but I can definitely do some decorating later. Let's get back to the lights. I need... Stop it. Quarter light, interior light, 220. Radius 13, intensity 1. Yeah. That looks okay. We can bring the quarter light down. Am I seeing the ships? I think the ship's lights are bleeding through. Yeah, that's better. There we go. That's a little bit better. Alright, how you looking, Mr. Battery? You're 892. Not bad. I need to get some ice. But I also need to deposit all of stuff in my inventory. Is there ice around here? I don't remember. Oh yeah, there is. Alright, I'm just gonna use my jetpack and get like just an inventory worth of ice. It'll help to have some lights on the base at some point, but for now I'm gonna have to get like a Whip's auto doors set up or something. So let's get that into there. If I put that stuff in there, is that gonna fill us? Sure is. Look at that. Pressurized. High O2 and nice warm environment. That is wonderful. So we're all pressurized down here. Could use some lights here in the ladder well. Definitely like the whole window idea though, because then you can see like the voxels through it. Oh, that's looking good. That is looking good so far.
Storm inbound.
That's not looking good. But I think these guys are set up to shoot meteors, just in case. Yep. Nice. These work pretty good for meteors though, compared to like the Gatling guns. These are impressive. It's too bad that they're for small grid only and not large grid. At least I'm pretty sure these can't go on large grid. I don't think there's a large grid version. Nice. Alright, that's looking really good. Now what I do need to do is set up and remember to close my door. 3.9 thousand ice. This ice actually should last quite a while as far as keeping us pressurized in here. What are you missing? More bulletproof glass. Do need to set up a connector for the ship. I think I'll worry about that later though. I don't have any access points that are super easily accessible except maybe the backside of this cargo container, but it's not high enough. I think I'll ignore that for now. What I really want to do is hop back in the ship for a little bit. It should be fairly filled up with hydrogen. Yeah, 93%. That's not bad. I want to use my ore detector, go around and see if I can find like some gold and maybe platinum, because I really need those, especially the gold, I believe, so that we can get some yield modules. Let's turn all those back on. Turn all of our thrusters back on. Unlock. Alright, so let's go ahead and turn on the ore detector. Ice, cobalt, iron, nickel. That's what we've got around us. Let's go, yes, this way. Ice, iron, nickel, cobalt. Silicone, nickel, magnesium. So we got all kinds of stuff. Got all of the necessities. Silicone, nickel, magnesium, iron. But we should also have gold somewhere. Actually, do I even have ice in? No, I'm out of ice on this guy. So what we can go ahead and do is just grab a little bit of this ice. What I should have done is made a nice little tiny mining ship. That might have to be on the next episode, is make a much smaller ship with a couple of drills on it. Because this thing is definitely... It's nice to have it for like asteroids, but for like an actual mining ship, this is not a good layout. Oh! No, platinum. Alright, let's... GPS... Platinum. Not gonna mine it though, because I want... Primarily I want gold, so that I can get the yield modules made. And then I'll deal with the platinum once I have a mining ship for the moon. Maybe before. I don't know, because I can use the platinum for to make ion thrusters. Oh, decisions. What do we got down here? Magnesium, silicone. There we go. Oh wait, okay, yeah. We got some over here. Inside the mountain though? Kind of looks like it. Gold, silver. So we've got both of it. Let's go into this view. Some weird staining on the... Yeah, see, one drill. It's gonna make this a little bit tough. Oh, I think... Yep, breaking through. Okay. My ejectors are on. So, we will be able to... Oh, we're in there pretty... I can't really move my camera around. But we'll be able to eject stone. I do want to start mining it though. We'll just go in nice and straight. And we don't need a whole bunch right now. Do need a good fair bit of it though. What do we got? 1.4 thousand. Making sure we still have plenty of clearance. Yeah, we're looking okay. Looking good, looking good. Alright, how are we looking? Oh, just about 5,000. I'm gonna take it. That works for me. I don't like how large this ship is in such a small space, so we're gonna back up carefully. Looks okay. Back up, and as we fly back to our spot, it's gonna keep ejecting the stone. I don't think we have too much left anyways. Yeah, it's pretty much gone. So we're gonna take this little bit of gold that we have back and get it processing, and then we can hopefully make yield modules. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and park this guy down right where it was before, or at least close to it. Alright, connected. Let's go ahead and turn those off. I'll leave the lights on for now. Can I pull? Gold. Almost got all of it in one go. I left my ore detector on. Did not mean to do that. Let's throw that in there. It should go right into the refinery. Nice. Alright. Ore detector off. Grab that last little bit of gold. Let's get these yield modules made. Hopefully. think it was just... Yeah, because we need superconductors. Let's replace that. Let's go shift. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully we can make it. Oh, 16 gold. Easy. Alright, got enough for 2 of them so far. Oh, I gotta break the air tightness to get back there. No. It is what it is. Okay. There's 1. And 2. We should have the rest of the stuff ready to go, hopefully. All done. 1, 2. There's 1. And last 1. Perfect. And I think that's going to increase the power drain. So we're definitely going to have to sort our power out on the next episode with the trackable solar array. Yield rate 200%. Why is my refined speed 130%? I feel like that should be 100, right? 4 attached modules. Oh, I thought it was going to be a 400% yield rate. But I guess 200%. Still, I mean, double. We're still going to double our output, which is awesome. Let's go up here. And we're back to being airtight. Very nice. Very nice. How are you looking? Fully depleted in 8 hours. No input right now. Where is the sun at? I think it's... Still got a little ways to go until it reaches these ones. But I'm thinking... Probably next episode I'm going to figure out... I might have to do the whole tunneling through, but I would like to get the solar panel tower maybe right here. Right on top of this peak. Unless I put it over here. Is this the highest peak? Looks like, I mean, they're about the same, so... I think we'll probably go with this one. Which, I mean, either way, the tower is going to come up quite a ways. Like right here. And if that is going to block it a little bit, I could always go over there with a miner and just kind of chop the mountain down a little bit. You know, it should be fine. But yeah, we've got a little outpost so far on the moon with everything that we need. Assembler, refinery, it's pressurized, which is pretty awesome. I'm not going to put a gravity generator here. I kind of like the moon's gravity. I don't think I'll put a gravity generator. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, I think that is going to do it for this episode, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you would like to see more. I hope you guys have a fantastic day.